Built on the side of a former piano factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And we're off and running from the Inner Harbor. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by the fourth-year pro from Liberty, Malik Willis.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. Down, they need 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lofts it, deep right side. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. Check down goes to Tootin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Gun snap now to Willis. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now run, first gives to Zach Charbonnet. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
On the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up second and
Running for the marker on second. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
44-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Willis. He puts him air under this one. Right side. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
One after by Folk is up and good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
On the gun, Stroud. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down throw by Stroud. Completed over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Complete over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. You see the Ravens making their way out now. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Another carry for him. Second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Here's Willis. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air, on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Baltimore down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Willis to the air. Hits his running back. He's got enough to midfield and into Browns territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Stroud. Here's a screen for 2. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
First down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Columbus.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Tootin gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
They get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for a Columbus first down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Columbus
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the give, it's Tootin. And the carry over, that's one on the plunge up the gut. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud.
15-yard line.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a hole. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Air it out on third. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up fourth and long. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
So that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Ashton Doolin now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Willis to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
Setting him on the dime. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A play fake now. Willis to throw. Called in outside. And the Browns pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Stroud on first and 10. This one's to Schultz out right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to start things out. Third and short.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And a Columbus first down. 2 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
Shotgun now, first round. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Brings up second and 10.
Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Third and long for him here. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And their last series, we never really got to see what the true final outcome would have been because they fumbled things away early.
They sure did, Kate, and that adage is true in the NFL. Ball security is job security. Got to protect the ball.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Willis looking to throw. Shakes it. Isn't holding up. They're able to play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Fights off the pressure. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. On his Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. And the kick by Folk is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Go check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
To the air, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Browns, 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
And off to Tootin. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. John Ball down there.
Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Nice play straight ahead. He has room past the 25. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Back-to-back carries here. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Stroud throwing here on first. That one's incomplete over the middle. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
It leads to second and 10.
They go play action with Stroud. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third down, and they need to get 10. To the air on third and long. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. They'll punt another one away. Corner Bajorquez returning to the field. Fields this at the 19. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. Throwing on first down, Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Zach Charbonnet, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10. Here's Willis. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Jack Browning on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns getting their offense out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Now it's Stroud. Completing to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Browns first down.
First down throw by Stroud. He's going to keep it this time. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. It's going to bring up third down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line. Throw
here, third down. Making the call himself. They close the 40 on a nice run. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Before halftime, you get a timeout taken.
C.J. Stroud sacked. A 10-yard.
So on third down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The Cardinals at home to take on Carolina. And it's the rookie from Alabama, Jalen Milroe. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Cardinals are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Dolphins get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
It's all lined up. A Polk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Tried to throw on first down. Looking right, and he finds it. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. He's set to go now from the 35. Stroud off the play fake. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Off flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Walker now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
That's another Columbus first down.
Tight end going in motion here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Here's Stroud on first and 10. That's going to be an Incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
False start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Stroud. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Third and long for him here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. Sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Christian Harris on the stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's a designed run for Willis. Gets it on the draw, Brock, but they were waiting for him. That's a loss. It brings up fourth down.
When you get stuffed on a third down draw, it's really hard to look at your receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6+, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
The coverage team is there as he fields it. Almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Tootin headed left. Flicks off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the fumble recovery is made. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is second and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
12 yards on the play, but it's third down.
Stroud now on third. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete out to the right. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first
New
down.
set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Stroud off of play action. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
To number 86,
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Man in motion here. From the gun, Stroud. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. But following his interception, he remains out there. Looks like he got banged up pretty badly on that play. I'll send someone out to look at him. First down now, ball at the 33. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Taken in by Likely. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Play fake now, Willis to throw. He stays up. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Here's Willis to the air. He's running with it. And a good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
Makes it third and 8.
No throw, third and long. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. Stopped on the run back of the 27. The Browns and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Tootin on first and 10. Shoves one away. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Columbus first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
To the air, Stroud. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this third quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's second and 15. Back to throw, Stroud. Hits him on the end route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A less than ideal third and 8 here.
A gain of 7 yards.
Here he goes, third and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Ravens returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop them up.
And they've been doing it.
And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Option play. Here's a gift to Charbonnet. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Throwing on first down, Willis. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 44-yard line.
Willis looking to throw.
On the tackle. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Willis now, 3rd down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Grab the throw on first down. Short pass brought in. They'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Columbus.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Newton. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
2 yards on the pickup.
They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw, Stroud. Hits his running back. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Stroud on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Browns first down. A gain
Offense
of a yard.
is set. 1st and 10.
And the Columbus first down.
Stroud going to run again. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
16 yards.
He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And a Browns first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Stroud throwing here on first. He gets loose down the right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Columbus first down. 1st and goal.
In the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal. They go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. DB sneak coming. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. On the dive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Looking to throw. He's making a bid for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Browns and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. We'll send a receiver left. Tootin gets it from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Browns cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Doolin. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. On the draw, this is Charbonnet. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Looking to throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Back to throw. Completed here to Johnston. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. We'll look to throw it. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Going back to the backfield, and they give it to him. His charge towards the line gets right around 3 yards.
Tackle made at the...
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back of the 27. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
He keeps it and takes off.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped the positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complementary football in the football dictionary, this might...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
From the gun, Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd down here, need 8 on play. 3rd and long for him here. Interception, but he couldn't reel it in. That's the big overtime play they needed. But still, 4th down coming up. Browns are lined up to punt. Escapes a defender. The Ravens trotting out their offense. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in. You've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. He's going to keep it this time. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Tried to throw on first down. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
4 yards. That's another Columbus first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. The kick is good. He got it. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we say so long from Baltimore.